Hello YouTube. Today I just wanted to give you my personal list of the top 3 beverages that can help lower your blood pressure. You know, obesity is very common in America. Um, so it's important to watch our weight and also watch our blood pressure. So these things are my top 3 of how someone with high blood pressure can lower their blood pressure in a safe way. Number 1, kombucha, which I have done a video on kombucha. If you haven't seen that video, then you might want to go through my video list and I'm sure you'll find it. Kombucha is a tea that's basically fermented and it's full of probiotics, it fights diseases, and it does help to manage high blood pressure and lower blood pressure down. Number 2, hibiscus tea. Yes, another tea. Hibiscus tea can lower both your systolic and diastolic blood pressure numbers, which is the top and bottom blood pressure numbers. It can lower both of those. And given that most teas are just considered a whole lot of caffeine, it's nice to see that there's something that has a positive impact on us. Number 3, pomegranate juice. I really like pomegranate juice. It's about the color of my sweater. It can definitely lower your blood pressure. It can improve your cholesterol. It lowers the risk of heart disease. It even can remove plaque that's in your arteries, which is awesome because you want to have less plaque in your arteries so that your heart is pumping really good, so you have less of a chance of like heart attacks and strokes. And this information I'm sharing is not as a medical doctor because I'm not a medical doctor, but as someone who has studied these things and tried them, and I've been able to improve my own health through trying these things. My favorite of those 3, I do like the flavor of kombucha, and it does have a little fizz to it, but for women that are pregnant, it may not always be the best for them to have kombucha because the fizz, it's fermented, so it's almost like having a wine without having wine, and so I don't know how that would affect an unborn child. Hibiscus tea is just fine like it is. The pomegranate juice, I love, love, love pomegranate juice, but to get just a regular whole pomegranate, difficult because you can get them, but I don't quite know how to get the juice out of them yet because they're a whole different character on the inside. But if you're able to get a pomegranate or have the juice especially, it can be very beneficial to you. There's a little bit of a tartness like cranberry juice to it, but it's very, very, very beneficial and very good for the body. So those are like 3 juices that you can have to help lower your blood pressure today. One thing that you can have that you might like that's not so great if you have high blood pressure, black licorice. And I know it's not a beverage, it's a treat, but I love black licorice. But I used to just eat it by the bags full. And then one day I found out that my blood pressure kept going higher and higher and higher. And blood pressure is called high blood pressure is called the silent killer because you don't really know that it's going higher right away. But then you go into the doctor or to the dentist and they take it and they say, this isn't looking good. I say, well, what have I done? I try to eat healthy. My only treat is licorice. Well, black licorice does increase blood pressure. So it's not something that you would have in abundance if you have high blood pressure already. Now, if you don't have high blood pressure and your blood pressure is a little low, you may want to eat that. But if you have high blood pressure and you really like black licorice, you want to limit the amount. Make it very small amounts that you would eat. Well, there are some tips for you today. It's rainy out. I wanted to make some scones later, but it looks like we have a presidential visit, so I'm not sure how chaotic Minneapolis is going to be today. But I will talk to you soon.